We all know how much I love it when men dress as women or wear feminine clothing. We all know how much I love it, especially if it's the top. We all know how crazy I go for it. And I love this author for putting their tops in women's clothing. Because as much as I love Heaven's Official Blessing, it kind of annoyed me that it was only ever the main character who was the bottom who was dressed as a woman and never the top. Like, come on! The male lead in Heaven's Official Blessing would have looked amazing in women's clothing or dressed as a woman. He would have looked gorgeous. He would have been a demoness of all of our hearts, a true demon queen. But no, it was always just the bottom. Why? The top would have looked so amazing as a woman or dressed in feminine clothing. But no, every time someone had to dress as a woman, it was only ever the bottom. It gets a little tiring. But no, in this series, by this creator, they always put the top in women's clothing. And I love them for it. As much as I love when a man disguises himself as a woman or wears feminine clothing, what I love more is when a woman does the opposite. When a woman disguises herself as a dude or wears muscular clothing. I mean one that could actually pass off as a dude, not one that looks like a twink or looks like a girl wearing a man's clothes that doesn't fit her. No, I'm meaning one that is obvious. You can't tell which gender they are. I live for it. I live for it. And our right-hand woman, the main character's right-hand woman, does it. She does it, and I'm living for it. I'm thriving for it, and I'm chef's kiss. She's even the one who disguises the male lead, and I'm living for it. I'm living for it. So male lead is taking his revenge on the whole being forced to disguise as a woman, even though he had the option of disguising as a guy, but because he had to be a little dirty, he took the option as a woman. And for the scene in book 1, we know the scene, the one where the main character publicly states the male lead is a pervert who goes around forcing himself on people, especially siblings. Yeah, that scene, he's full on getting revenge for both things. Like talking about how frail the main character, how the main character can't pleasure him, how the main character's handsy and doesn't know how to control himself, how the main character wants a concubine. Like, he's taking every opportunity to embarrass and cause ridicule towards the main character. But the main character's not backing out. Like, the main character takes every opportunity to hit back. Like, he makes out that the male lead is a whore who sleeps around with everybody, and that the main character can't trust him because he doesn't know who he has slept with. Like, oh! Like, they're throwing hands verbally towards each other, ruining each other's reputations. Like, it is insane. Also, he doesn't have to touch a literal body part. Our male lead, pretends he's freaking pregnant. Like, I've seen bottoms do that stuff in series. I've never seen a top do it. But you know how freaking much I was enjoying it? Like, I was kicking my literal feet over the idea of a top being pregnant, which I actually found a manhwa, a Korean comic where the top was pregnant and gave birth to the child because him and the bottom hugged. I can't remember the name of the comic, but still, I'm kicking my feet. I am loving it. I love it too much. Also, the main character's right-hand woman, she is not hiding how much she dislikes the male lead. And I'm cheering her on. Like, every time she's trying to pick a fight with the male lead or remind the male lead to back the hell off, and he's there to push back towards her, I'm cheering her. I'm like, go girl, you can do it, girl. Fight him, fight him, fight him. So the murders and the attempted murder in this book happened because this dude here, who is the attempted murder victim, back when he was a bandit, him and his group slaughtered a family, stole their riches. The little girl and her brother who got away were hunted down by the group, a hunter and a passing merchant, and was raped until she died. The little brother grew up and wanted revenge, so he became a revenge killer and had been going around killing everyone who was involved in the death of his sister. And this is the last dude he needs to kill. Yes, everyone who died was a vile man, and this man, no exceptions. He has the demoness for the series helping him get revenge, while he promises that he will join her sack after he gets his revenge. Not kidding. And I'm rooting for him to get his revenge, but I'm not rooting for the part where he wants to kill this dude's wife, children, and concubines. He literally fully introduces himself to this dude by killing the dude's daughter. I am not kidding. He doesn't want to just kill this dude. He wants to torture him and by making him watch every one of his family members die. And he tries to make it sound okay because he's not going to do what this dude did to his sister. And I'm like, that's no better. Just take out the people you want to get revenge on and not take innocents. The male lead and the main character even point that out to him when they're trying to stop him. They're like, you can kill him, but you can't kill the innocent people that are his family. That is not okay. That is not justice. That is not a blood debt. That is just you being a sicko. And I'm like, they're not wrong.